Welcome to English Tales channel. Robinson is my name. I'm from England. I am 18 years old. My dad is German. My mom is from England. I have two brothers. I have a sister. We're a decent family. My dad is a successful businessman. We're wealthy. My school is good. My life is good. However, I have a dream. I'd like to take a trip. I'd like to travel the world. My dad is a decent guy. He's looking out for me. However, his dream is not my dream. He is not content. It is not an easy situation. The morning has arrived. My dad is in his chamber. He wishes to talk to me. I entered his room. My dad has some inquiries. My dad wants to know why I'd like to take this trip. Traveling is risky, according to my father. It's uncomfortable to travel. You might not survive. I consider it. Traveling is risky. It's uncomfortable. I may pass away. However, it's also really fascinating. I can see new nations. I'm able to make new friends. I consider traveling on a daily basis. Perhaps my mom can assist me? I talk to my mom. I want to travel, I tell my mom. I'd like to travel the world. Talk to my father, please. I might be able to travel with your assistance. My mom adores me. However, she believes that traveling is risky. She believes that my home is where I belong. She believes that I have the best life in England. I will go to a large town in a year. This town is called Hull. My friend and I met. His dad owns a ship. They go to London. Come with me, my friend says to me. I consider it. I'm not ready, but if I want to travel, I can give it a shot. I visited London. I'm overjoyed. This is my first lengthy trip. It's fascinating. It's a good first hour. Then we have issues. A storm is visible. The storm is large. There is a lot of wind. The ship rises and falls. I'm afraid my home comes to mind. I consider how cozy my bed is. In the morning, the storm is over. It's a pleasant day, and it's a lovely evening. There is silence. One man approaches me. We talk. We talked about the storm. I talk about my fear. I got a drink from him. I drink a lot. I have excellent nighttime sleep. I forgot about my house the following day. I lose sight of my cozy bed. I have more travel-related dreams. Our ship moves slowly the following day due to a weak wind. The wind then picks up speed once more. We move quickly. A fresh storm arrives. It's a larger storm, I'm afraid. Even the men are afraid. The waves are enormous. The waves resemble mountains. Other ships are visible. The ships resemble toys. Ships play with the waves. I'd like to return home. It's a huge storm. The men pray to God for assistance. One man then notices a hole in the ship. There's water inside. The situation is not good. A lot of men fall. The water is pumped out. I'm terrified. I am immobile. One man approaches me. Go down and help, he says. So I fell. The water is pumped out. A gun is heard. It's our captain's signal. It is an indication that we have a serious issue. We have a very damaged ship. Water fills our ship. We put in a lot of work. The water is pumped out. However, the hole is enormous. The ship's interior is getting increasingly wet. The weather has improved. There are fewer waves. However, the ship is flooded. We require assistance. Before our ship, we spot another one. A small boat is sent by the men from the ship. The boat's men head to our ship. We are assisted by the men. We boarded their vessel. Our large ship was submerged 15 minutes later. On the small boat, we are safe. We spot a piece of land. We travel to the land. On the beach, we spot people. They hold out for us. They assist us. They give us money. We can travel to Hull or London. I visited London. I met a captain while I'm in London. The captain travels to Africa. There's some cash there. I heard about the business in Africa from the captain. He advises me on what to purchase in England. He informs me of the needs of Africans. The trip to Africa is excellent. After this trip, I have a lot of money. I'm content. I'd like to take more trips. I'd like to work in business more. I'd like to become proficient in ship control. I learned how to operate the ship from the captain. I return to Africa. The trip gets off to a good start, but we'll have serious issues soon. A ship is visible. The ship is not English, a pirate ship, that is. Our ship is being targeted by pirates. They have a fast ship. They will soon be close to our ship. We are attacked by pirates. Our ship is frequented by pirates. They murder our men. We are unable to prevail. We break up the fight. We are prisoners now. I am robust and youthful. I have to labor as a slave. I am employed by the pirate captain. I'm depressed. My life is not good. I have to put in a lot of effort. Every day I work. I work from home. In the garden I work. The captain gives me instructions. My job doesn't appeal to me. I wish to alter my circumstances. I'd like to regain my freedom. The morning has arrived. I run into a young lady. She works from home. She is really stunning. She is a slave as well. She does the housework. I talk to her. She doesn't understand me. She seems to understand me, though. She is joyful when she sees me, and I'm also content. She touches me occasionally. It's just a moment, though. Slaves are incompatible. The young woman is on my mind a lot. I'd like to see her every single day. She does not, however, live in the house every day. I feel good about myself when I think about her. I believe I'm in love with this woman. I believe that I am her boyfriend and she is my girlfriend. However, our relationship is nuanced. We are unable to cohabitate. It's really depressing. I occasionally go fishing with the captain and his pals. A young boy assists us. When we fish, we use a small boat. We get lost when we go fishing one morning. Our boat is surrounded by fog. Nothing is visible to us. We are unable to return home. The fog disappears the following day. We can leave for home. Use a bigger boat, the captain advises when we return home. For lengthy trips, the larger boat is preferable. Put more food and drinks on the boat, the captain tells me one day. Don't forget to bring some firearms. With his friends, the captain wants to go fishing. I get the boat ready. I loaded the ship with guns and food. However, none of the captain's friends are interested in fishing. The captain then instructs me to get the boat ready for regular fishing the following day. This is my opportunity. I can flee. The boat is loaded with guns and food. I get the boat ready for fishing. However, I leave the weapons and food on the boat. You can let me run away tomorrow. This is my strategy. The young woman comes to mind. I'd like to bring her along. However, I have no idea how to do it. She can't be taken aboard the boat. I'm depressed. I have no idea what to do. Freedom is what I desire. However, I really want to be with her. It's morning. The young woman in the house greets me. She is really stunning. I give her a look. She is aware that something has changed. Perhaps she knows that this is our final time together. She looks directly into my eyes. She puts her hand on mine. I believe she comprehends. Her expression is dejected. My face is also dejected. She gives me a smile. Then she disappears. Our time together is coming to an end. 2 years later, I'm free. We move quickly. It's windy. We are far away from the pirate land the following day. However, we continue. We go on. We've got to stop after 6 days. Fresh water is what we need. We bide our time until evening. We then travel to the land. We hear terrible sounds when we get close to the land. The boy is unwilling to go on. He's afraid. We remain on the boat close to the shore. However, we are unable to sleep. A few creatures arrive to bathe in the water. The sounds the animals make are terrible. The boy is terrified. We are then informed that one animal swims toward us. The boy wishes to leave. I don't want to leave, though. I take one firearm. I aim my gun at the creature. The creature spins around. The animal then swims to land. The gun is heard by the other animals. They also disappear. We remain on the boat. The morning has arrived. For breakfast, we have bread. The young man desires to visit the beach. I accompanied him. We bring firearms. We bring large water bottles. I'm not very far away. See the boat, please. The boy keeps going by himself. After a while, the boy comes back. He flees. Some animal, I believe, chases after him. However, I don't see anything hazardous. He is holding an animal. This creature is a chicken. He is overjoyed. I'm also pleased. We have fresh water and good meat. There are no dangerous animals in sight. I have no idea where we are. All I know is that we are close to Africa. I believe we are close to a place where no one lives. People are not visible on the land. All we hear are animals. We see a lion one day when we go for fresh water. On the beach, the lion slumbers. He's huge. We are only 20 meters away from him. The boy feels frightened. The lion's eyes then open. The lion rushes toward us as soon as he spots us. We're running out of time. I have to aim for the lion. I own 3 firearms. His leg is struck by the initial bullet. His head is struck by the second bullet. The animal is killed by the third bullet. The meat cannot be consumed. It's not good meat. However, we remove the skin. We covered the boat with the skin. The skin quickly dries. We keep traveling. Only when fresh water is required do we stop. We soon discover that the land is inhabited. We came across a large crowd one day. The beach is where they are. They have a large family. They observe us. I'd like to stop. I'd like to visit the people. However, this idea does not sit well with the boy. He's afraid. They wish to provide us with some food. Two individuals sprint towards the woods. They bring some food back. We have no desire to visit the beach. However, they are unwilling to swim with us. We are unsure of how to handle the food. This is visible to the public. The food was placed on the floor. They then return. We move to the food when they are far away. We are no longer afraid of people. They approach us. We are grateful to the people. However, we have nothing to offer the populace. Two animals are visible at that precise moment. From the hill, the animals rush down. People are afraid. A young girl is attacked by one animal. I aim my gun at the creature. The animal is killed by me. The second animal is frightened. The animal flees. The sound of the gun startles the populace. The fact that the animal is dead also shocks them. The girl's survival has pleased the populace. They express gratitude to us. They provide us with more water and food. We have plenty of food and water on the boat right now. We keep traveling. We see some islands the following day. I believe we can go to the islands. However, the boy begins to yell at that point. He spots a ship and begins to yell. The boy is frightened. He believes it to be a pirate ship. However, I glance at the ship. The ship appears to be Portuguese. However, no one on the ship notices us. I shoot from a gun then. The gun is heard by them. They notice us. We'll be on the Portuguese ship soon. They speak French, Spanish, and Portuguese. However, I find the men incomprehensible. However, the ship has one Scottish sailor. He approaches me. I share our story with him. Then every sailor is incredibly kind. On the ship, we can remain. We are overjoyed. We present the captain with our boat. The captain, however, is opposed to taking the boat. He wants to cover the boat's cost. It's really lovely. I offer him our boat for sale. I offer him a reasonable price. The price is half of what it usually is. The captain concurs. Additionally, the captain wishes to teach the boy how to sail. This idea bothers me. The boy seems too young for this position, in my opinion. The boy, in my opinion, also needs freedom. However, the captain claims that the boy will benefit from it. The boy desires a job with the captain. The boy thus becomes a sailor. The ship is currently en route to Brazil. 20 days later, we arrived in Brazil. I bid the boy and the sailors farewell. South America's newest state is Brazil. Here, many people begin a new life. For me, it's the same. I don't know anyone here. I get to know some people. They own plantations that produce sugar. We'll be close friends soon. I'm a big fan of Brazil. I'll pick up the language soon. The captain gave me some cash. I purchased a small plot of land in Brazil. I begin to make sugar. At first, I didn't produce much, but my plantation has grown after 2 years. I don't have a partner. However, I have a good life. Every month, my financial condition improves. I've made enough money in Brazil after 3 years. My house can be cleaned by a woman. If my friends know of a good woman, I ask them. According to one friend, I have a daughter. Her age is 18 years. She might work for you, in my opinion. She cooks really well, too. His daughter visits me at my house the following day. She is amiable. She is shy, though. She's also a really attractive girl. We converse. I let her know what I require. The following day, she visited my home. She sanitizes the filthy floor. My furniture is cleaned by her. Every Monday and Thursday morning, she visits my home. She spends 4 hours at her job. She cooks for me, too. She feeds my cat as well. Seeing the girl makes me happy every time. We occasionally chat while eating lunch or breakfast together. Then she gets sick. She is unable to visit my home. Her absence from my home makes me feel weird. She is missed. Maybe I love her, I think. She visits my home a week later. When I see her, I'm happy. She appears to be content as well. I give her a hug. I then give her a kiss. It's a lengthy kiss. I will visit her father's home in 2 weeks. I inquired about marrying his daughter. He keeps to himself. I await his response. He then responds, I agree. I'm overjoyed. I wed my friend's daughter 2 months later. We begin making plans for a family. I love this phase of my life. Our family is the focus of our ambitious plans. Our plans for our plantation are ambitious. We require a larger home. For a larger home, we require more funds. I am considering doing business in Africa. In Africa, I can quickly earn a lot of money. I talk about Africa a lot with my friends. We can earn a lot of money in Africa, I tell my friends. 3 friends visited our home one day. They tell me they'd like to visit Africa. They ask if I'd like to accompany them. Yes, I would like to accompany you, I replied. We begin getting ready for the trip. We'll be ready soon. I bid my wife farewell. Then we leave. 2 months from now, we would like to return. In September, we depart from Brazil. We have a huge ship. We're only 17 men, though. The ship is packed with business-related items. At first, the weather was pleasant but extremely hot. We witnessed a hurricane a week later. It's a powerful hurricane. There is danger to our ship. 3 days later, the hurricane is over. But we have a problem after the hurricane passes. It's a broken ship. Africa is out of our reach. The captain desires to return and fix the ship. However, I have no desire to return. We discussed it. We consider the optimal solution. Then a second hurricane arrives in the evening. There is a lot of wind. The waves are enormous. Then a man yells, "Land! Land!" the man yells, and the ship comes to a halt. The depth of the sea is insufficient. It is detrimental to our damaged ship. The ship might shatter at any moment. We'll have to take a smaller boat. Given that the boat is too small for 17 men, this is extremely risky. But if we wish to live, we have to do it. Therefore, we boarded a small boat. The waves are enormous. It's blowing really hard. We are pushed to large rocks by the wind. We are aware that the collision is imminent. Then there's a huge wave. The boat is turned by the waves. I'm submerged. I'm having trouble breathing. The other men are not visible to me. The boat's not visible to me. My head is above water after that. It's just a brief moment. I can breathe, though. A tiny beach is visible between the rocks. I am pushed to the beach by a large wave. I'm still submerged. However, I sense a land beneath my feet. I know I have to get up. I have to leave the water. I can return to the sea with the next wave. However, my body is weak. I can't get to my feet quickly. The next wave arrives. Once more, I'm underwater. I'm out of breath again. But then I'm back on the beach with another wave. I'm submerged. I can, however, get to my feet. I have a 10-meter range. I'm on the beach. I'm secure. However, I have very weak arms and legs. I passed out. I also lie on the shore. I get up after a while. I search for other men. The other men are nowhere to be found. The only man left is me. My friends are all dead. On the beach, I only found 2 shoes and 3 hats. For me, it's awful. The bad weather continues. However, the waves are not very large. The ship is visible. The land is far away from the ship. I scan my surroundings. I see I have nothing at all. I'm soaked. I have nothing else to wear. I have no food or liquids. I don't own a gun. I can be eaten by dangerous animals. All I have in my pocket is a little knife. It's a terrible situation. How can I get by with just a little knife? I should get some fresh water. I locate a tiny river. I sip the water. Night falls. Dangerous animals terrify me. I am unable to sleep on the floor. Thus I sleep in a large tree. The sea is calm when I wake up the following morning. The ship is still visible to me. To get to the ship, I swim. I can't see how to get inside the large ship. I make 2 laps around the ship. Then I notice a rope on the ship's side. I make use of the rope. I'm on the ship now. The ship is deserted. I look for some food. I'm fortunate. On the ship, some of the food is dry. I discovered a bottle of rum as well. I bring the bottle along. Then I hear a sound. There is a person aboard the ship. Who is it? One of my pals. It isn't feasible. All of my friends have passed away, I'm afraid. I go to the location where the sounds are coming from. Then I recognize the person. It's a canine. It is our captain's dog. I have a friend now. I'm not by myself. I have to bring the dog, food, and rum to the beach. On the ship, though, I don't have a little boat. I have to build a raft. I located some wood. I use the wood to make a raft. I also need some clothes. I search for the clothing. I find a nice carpet when I search for clothes. I also discovered a box of gunpowder and 4 firearms. Everything was on my raft. The ocean is quiet. The land receives the wind. Everything is fine. I'll be on the beach soon. I am searching for a place to stay. I spot a hill. I can see my location from the hill. I grab a gun. I make my way to the hill on foot. I ascend. I can see the sea everywhere. I'm on an island. 2 small islands are visible nearby. To the north is one. To the west is one. A large land to the south is also visible to me. The distance to the land is roughly 100 kilometers. To the east, I see nothing. All I can see is the sea. On the island, I don't see anyone. All I see are wild animals. On the way back from the hill, I spotted a lot of birds. However, I am unaware of their names. I'm not sure if I can consume them. One bird was killed by me. The meat isn't good, though. Returning to the raft, I go. I want to return to the ship the following day. I want to bring everything that matters to the island. The ship could be totally destroyed in the next storm. I set up a little tent by the shore. I bring items to the tent that could be damaged by rain. Night falls. I'm lying down. I place 2 firearms close to my left shoulder. I also place 2 firearms close to my right shoulder. I feel secure now. I'm worn out. I'm going to bed soon. The following day, I swam back to the ship. A second raft is made by me. I loaded a lot of stuff onto the raft. Finding 7 new guns and a few beds makes me very happy. I bring everything with me to the beach. I visit the ship daily. I bring a lot of positive things back. I found a lot of candles, for instance. On the island, I need candles. I also discovered 2 large tea boxes. I visit the ship quite frequently. I came across a closed box one day. I discovered a key beneath the box. I discovered some cash from Brazil and Europe when I opened the box. On the island, money doesn't matter. However, I take the cash with me. I also come across cards with images on them. The monarch and queen are depicted in these images. I'm able to play some games. With the cards, I can have some fun. There are large, dark clouds in the sky the following day. They keep getting larger. The wind keeps getting stronger. I go to the ship. However, since a storm is approaching, I don't build rafts. In a storm, rafts can break easily. I return to the beach by swimming. At night, the wind is particularly strong. But inside my small tent, I'm safe. The following morning, the ship is gone. I'm sure I can spend a lot of time on the island. I want to create a pleasant living space. I must be safe too. I could search for a cave, or I could construct a larger tent. I might be able to do both. A location close to fresh water is what I need. There must be shadows there. The location must be simple to secure. I also require a sea view. I'd like to see ships. I located a pleasant spot next to a large hill. There I set up my tent. I am shielded from one side by the hill. I construct a fence on every other side. There is no door on the fence. When I go over the fence, I use a ladder. I bring everything inside. I'm thinking of more plans. I'll be on the beach soon. I am searching for a place to stay. I spot a hill. I can see my location from the hill. I grab a gun. I make my way to the hill on foot. I ascend. I can see the sea everywhere. I'm on an island. 2 small islands are visible nearby. To the north is one. To the west is one. A large land to the south is also visible to me. The distance to the land is roughly 100 kilometers. To the east, I see nothing. All I can see is the sea. On the island, I don't see anyone. All I see are wild animals. On the way back from the hill, I spotted a lot of birds. However, I am unaware of their names. I'm not sure if I can consume them. One bird was killed by me. The meat isn't good, though. Returning to the raft, I go. I want to return to the ship the following day. I want to bring everything that matters to the island. The ship could be totally destroyed in the next storm. I set up a little tent by the shore. I bring items to the tent that could be damaged by rain. Night falls. I'm lying down. I place 2 firearms close to my left shoulder. I also place 2 firearms close to my right shoulder. I feel secure now. I'm worn out. I'm going to bed soon. The following day, I swam back to the ship. A second raft is made by me. I loaded a lot of stuff onto the raft. Finding 7 new guns and a few beds makes me very happy. I bring everything with me to the beach. I visit the ship daily. I bring a lot of positive things back. I found a lot of candles, for instance. On the island, I need candles. I also discovered 2 large tea boxes. I visit the ship quite frequently. I came across a closed box one day. I discovered a key beneath the box. I discovered some cash from Brazil and Europe when I opened the box. On the island, money doesn't matter. However, I take the cash with me. I also come across cards with images on them. The monarch and queen are depicted in these images. I'm able to play some games. With the cards, I can have some fun. There are large, dark clouds in the sky the following day. They keep getting larger. The wind keeps getting stronger. I go to the ship. However, since a storm is approaching, I don't build rafts. In a storm, rafts can break easily. I return to the beach by swimming. At night, the wind is particularly strong, but inside my small tent, I'm safe. The following morning, the ship is gone. I'm sure I can spend a lot of time on the island. I want to create a pleasant living space. I must be safe too. I could search for a cave, or I could construct a larger tent. I might be able to do both. A location close to fresh water is what I need. There must be shadows there. The location must be simple to secure. I also require a sea view. I'd like to see ships. I located a pleasant spot next to a large hill. There I set up my tent. I am shielded from one side by the hill. I construct a fence on every other side. There is no door on the fence. When I go over the fence, I use a ladder. I bring everything inside. I'm thinking of more plans. I kill a goat at the end of December. I injured another goat as well. She broke her leg. The goat is unable to walk. I bring the goat home. I assist the goat. 2 weeks later, the goat is no longer afraid. The goat consumes food from my grasp. I go around the island in January. In the middle of the island, I find more goats. The animals are extremely timid. It is challenging to approach them. I'd like to tame some goats. All I need is a favorable opportunity. I've got a strategy. I come back with my dog the following day. I believe my dog can assist me in my hunting. Sit down, I say to my dog. Hold on. Stay put. I hide behind a tree when the goats are in the way of my dog and me. Then I yell, "Come here," to my dog. My dog also rushes to the goats and me. I stand behind the tree and wait. I leap and grab the leg of a goat as it approaches me. I grasp her right leg. The goat then uses her left leg to kick me. She gives me a nose kick. It hurts like hell. The goat flees when I'm unable to hold it. We don't succeed. The best way to catch a goat is not this way. We must come up with a better approach. Let's go home, I say to my dog. I must unwind.
Part 2 will be released the day after tomorrow. Please be sure to watch it. Thank you.